everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Browns going up against the Colts. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They go play action here on first down. A dump off here for Gore. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. Out of the gun, Luck. Throw left side, complete. That's Doyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Luck finding his emerging tight end Doyle for a Colt first.
We always look for breakout seasons, and Jack Doyle had one in 2016. 59 catches. Well, he didn't have that in the previous 3 seasons.
No, previous 3, 35 combined. But he was stuck behind Kobe Fleener for a while. He went to New Orleans, really opened things up, didn't it?
Yeah, Dwayne Allen's been shipped off to New England, so Jack Doyle, truly tight end 1. The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here's Luck now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing on third down. Luck. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Danny Shelton able to track him down for a loss of 13, and it'll bring up fourth down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. play fake here on first down. The rookie first-rounder David Njoku with it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Tevin Coleman, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, second down. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
Tight end David Njoku was part of the Browns draft day haul. He was the 3rd first-round pick that they had, number 29 overall, and he averaged more than 11 yards after the catch in 2016 at Miami. That's what you're looking for in an elite tight end.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it?
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Led the NFL with 1,448 yards in 2016. The first Colt to do so since Reggie Wayne in 2007. How about this guy? He's been something.
Yeah, 4 straight years now over 1,000 and 3 straight Pro Bowls for T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, what I love about him, inside, outside, he can work it all.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now Gore. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
False start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
On second down, here's Locke. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a third down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Play fake to Gore. It's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a rare sight indeed, but one that their fans hope that they'll see much more of in 2017. A takeaway.
Yeah, only 3 fumbles recovered last year, tied for fewest in the National Football League. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his man. It's Kenny Brent. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he's got some physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter, even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he fires one incomplete. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Encroachment, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
To throw is Locke. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. A shotgun snap for Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Back to the ground game here. Gore. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Encroachment, defense.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty, it's Gore. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's got Moncrief. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gore. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that's caught by Moncrief. Indianapolis touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Caught here left side by Brett. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, twisting away. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And incomplete on the deep ball. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Al Woods busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And now Indianapolis Indianapolis set to take the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They go with a screen to Gore. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Frank Gore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, to almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, did he announce his presence with authority to start his rookie year. 104 yards, 2 touchdowns in the season opener, and then the year got derailed a little bit by injuries.
But I think the folks in Cleveland think that he has that #1 potential, don't they?
I would think that they are correct. Corey Coleman downfield, he can create big plays.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now it's 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go! Good!
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Oh, thank you. And he fires one, but incomplete. Out is last year's Lou Grosso Award winner, rookie Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I know neither one of us does research as busy work.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily, put it up.
And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Colts on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Love. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Let's face it, when Adam Vinatieri actually misses a field goal, that's when we're surprised. We're not as all shocked that he made this one.
Of course, he has the record, 44 straight field goal makes. He closed out 2015 making 25, and then started 2016 with 19 in a row. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. Boom,
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Space to run past the 20. Completes it right side to Britt. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. The Colts are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Browns didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half.
And we will skip the highlights show this. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
He has Britt over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On first down, Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
All right, here we go. Over. No. Check. Patriot.
The play clock's running down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Check Patriot! No, check Patriot! Patriot! Go now! Green, 39! Gone!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
David Njoku, nearly 17 yards a catch in college. Those are wide receiver numbers.
Yeah, went to Miami. Brad Kaya was his quarterback. They were a really good combo. Also, how about the wingspan of the young rookie? 35.25-inch arms.
Quarterbacks love that. That catch radius, huge. And what he does after the catch, really impressive.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Did your high school have that saying, push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter if we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Will they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the... In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Sean Spence leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now Garoppolo. A screen complete to Crowell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble. From what we hear from coaches all the time.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw, it's Garoppolo. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Out is last year's Lou Grosso Award winner, rookie Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. And remember, he had 1 blocked earlier. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He sets to fire deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This is taken around the 12. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Starts with a handoff to Coleman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his man. It's Kenny Brent. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Here's Coleman. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go now. Blue lining. Blue lining.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I had a game with Baltimore a couple of seasons ago, and Kamar Aiken caught my eye in that one. Turned out he nearly had 1,000 yards that season, but last year a little bit of a slump.
Really down. 29 catches, just over 300 yards, only one touchdown, so they're hoping to boost his production here in Indianapolis.
He can be a strong, physical, inside type of a pass catcher if they can get him going. And Andrew Luck's had a shoulder injury that's lingered since 2015. His throwing arm had a little surgery after the 2016 season. Looks like he's got his zip back.
Yeah, you're right. Some heat on that one to pick up the Colts first.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Throwing is Luck. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Kirksey coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Here's Luck now on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long. It's Luck. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially the lead here.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And it's second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and if he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. He finds Kenny Britt. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Hurry up, here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They go play action here on first down. That's Njoku over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go.
To throw is Garoppolo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A dump off here for Gore. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Frank Gore, the ageless one, over 1,000 yards last year. He's the first running back age 33 or older to top 1,000 since John Riggins way back in '83.
So what he's done is he's made the case for running backs who are approaching 30 that there is life on the other side of that number, because many think once you hit 30, you're going to decline. A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. Ben Roethlisberger with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances, putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Play clock winding down. They keep it with Crowell on 1st. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 3rd down, that's Johnson. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 47-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Garoppolo to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Andrew Luck now. He gears up to lead this offense again. Back to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Drops it underneath the goal. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 12 more yards there and another first down. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now it's Luck. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Luck now to throw. Fighting through pressure. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll be 4th down. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.